Hi guys, I'm Kelly Harris, the Global Director of Training from Lake Country Manufacturing. Today we're going to polish some carbon fibre, these little areas here. These are dull, it's got sanding marks, buffer lines, and they just look matte, dull. They should be highly glossy and shiny. So obviously we could lean in there and polish there, but you know what? It isn't that hard a job to remove these, take them out, polish them on a table, which means you get to see us using the machines, the little mini machines in the 3-inch, 2-inch and 1-inch range from Lake Country Manufacturing. So we've got 2 mini micro machines there, or should I call it a mini machine, and we've got a micro machine. And what I'm going to do, we're going to use a range of pads, Lake Country pads, and we're going to polish these areas here. So as looking earlier, surprising how swirly, dull, terrible sanding marks, and just are matte. And no, this isn't matte carbon fibre, they've got clear coat on them, we can polish them. So I'm going to use, conveniently I've laid a catalogue here for you. We've got a catalogue there on page 29 and page 30 is the mini pads. I call them mini and micro because they go down to 1 inch. So we go from your sort of 3-inch, you've got your 2-inch, and you have your 1-inch. So what we're going to do, as I say, I'm going to mask up a couple of lines, 50-50 lines, so you get to see the improvement and sort of the transformation really before and after. So we're midway through polishing the carbon fibre on this Ferrari. So I'm going to take this item off now. I've obviously just disconnected, and there's an item there, so I'll put this one down first. So let me take this one over there, and then I'm going to go and get the other one. I'm going to put that one carefully there. Actually, let's move this trolley out of the way. I'll move the trolley around there. I'm going to quickly grab the other one, the other sort of decorative cover. So here's a couple, and I can use that for reference in a minute. So what I've done, I've created a couple of 50-50s. So we've got a 50-50 there. I think it's hopefully really obvious which side I've polished, which side I haven't. So I've done a 50-50 there. I've done another 50-50 on this panel, which again, or should I say airbox. That's what it is, it's actually an airbox. So there's one that's not polished, that's half there. And then we've actually got half and half of that polished. Another way to do it is if we used to compare like for like and do it this way, just the clarity before we've cleaned, how one is a lot cleaner and shinier and glossier now than the other. So how did I do that? I'm going to move this back under the trolley out the way down there. So we've got some room. We use the Lake Country Manufacturing range of pads, small mini pads and an SDO pad. So what we've got 2 sort of categories here. This is actually an SDO pad, so they make this in 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch. It's actually 3.5, 4.5 and 5.5, so it's a slight taper. So that's our 3-inch pad, that's our finishing pad. Then I use some 3-inch 1-step microfiber pads this time. I found the HDO in the larger. I've got smaller there, the HDO version of this, which I've got over here. You can see I was testing. So this one over here I was testing, and you can see I've got some compound on there. It was a little bit more aggressive than necessary. It's quite soft clear coat. So I stuck with the 1-step over the large areas first. Then we went to the HDO and the little areas. I actually turned the speed down, I was really, really careful. So then in these little intricate areas, what I wanted a little bit more cut because I was being very, very gentle, literally taking the weight of the machine away, turning the speed down low, because I don't want anything violent happening on a delicate edge. And to finish down with, it was a combination of, this comes under the mini pads, I think it's page 28 or 29 and 30, nearly on the catalogue. We've got some mini pads and I've gone for the finish in there, 1-inch, 2-inch, and as I said, the SDO, I'm using 3 of the larger areas. And in this case, I managed to do it all with just the flex machine, little mini machine. Changing over the adapters, or the throw size. Occasionally I went to rotary, so I actually sometimes had a 2-inch pad on a rotary, like that. Because obviously I'll do rotary in them corners, and sometimes I actually went to 1-inch. So if I show you that, occasionally I went to 1-inch, so I'll be rotary polishing down in this intricate area there, tipping in there, and that taper there helps me get down in that edge, really, really nice. If I had a DA, hopefully you'd understand, you wouldn't want to be banging and clouting that, you want it to be polishing on a rotary action. So it was a mix of rotary, 12mm dual action orbit, which is that there, on that one machine. Now I could have done the same thing with the Rupes Nano machine as well. I could have done exactly the same thing. There is some equipment I've bought from Germany for this that's got extension poles, and this is one here. That's an extension pole which made it so I can have a really long adapter. It happens to be I've got that in stock, so I've chosen the actual flex machine, and here's some of the extension poles here. So you can see I can make that. And as you can now see, I've bought many 2-inch backing plates that you do not get like that. These with the flex machine, they're aftermarket or bespoke. So that now gave me the ability to do that with the right size pad on there. I could get into the intricate areas. You can imagine now that area there. It would be very easy to get in there without that with a rotary. So that was a bit of a mix-up of this machine with some third-party specialist adapters to be able to make this an easier task, along with a lovely extensive range of various Lake Country pads, 1-inch, 2-inch and 3-inch pads. So as you can see, we got amazing results, actually stunning results. Used to have all the sandy marks and the dullness, and now it's looking really wet and stunning looking. Obviously we had to take them panels out because it makes it easier to take them panels out, because trying to get down there, it's all back together, it's all finished. We used a couple of types of mini machines. Have you got a preferred machine? Comment down below. I'd love to hear what your preferred machine is. And then let's add to that, shall we? Because I used rotary and DA action in mini machines. So which would you prefer? And obviously we're talking about just small little areas here, intricate areas. Would you go DA, rotary, or would you use a combination of both? So almost 3 questions. What machine, what action, and why? Comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, I'm Kelly Harris, Global Director of Training at Lake Country Manufacturing. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.